Sactech Computer Online. Today's lesson we'll be looking at the following topic on our online lesson. The topic is CSS selector. What is a CSS selector? CSS selector is synonymous to like an identifier in your programming language. When you use it to what? I point to a particular file or a particular attribute or element you want to style in your HTML. What is a CSS selector? CSS selector points to the HTML element you want to style. For instance, you have a particular paragraph that you want to change the color to certain color. You use the CSS selector to do that. The P is an element in the HTML. It allows you to select any element that is a paragraph in your HTML. So when you have the intention to modify that particular HTML element, you make use of the CSS selector to do that. And the syntax is as follow: P open curly brace color, then you indicate the type of color you want to use. You indicate all the value that you want the color to have. The color is the property, while the value is red, as it is here. The H1 is the selector, that is P1 in this case. In the example I just showed now, the color is the property, and the value, the red, is the value in the one I just declared. So the color and the value, the property and the value is called a declaration. There are two declarations here. That's why you have a color blue, font size 12 pixel. So going back to the definition again, we have this as a CSS selector points to the HTML element you want to style. And the example of the CSS selector that we use here is a paragraph, and it's used to color the content of the paragraph, and used to set the text to center. It centralizes the text. So now breaking down the instruction, now we have that P is a selector in CSS. The color is a property, and red is the value of that property. Text align is a property. Center is the value of that property. All right, without wasting much of our time, let us quickly see how this can be done in your own code. I'm going to create a new page, new file. I call it CSS selector, or let me just do this HTML. Let me save the file first. Ctrl S. I said I want to call it a selector. Selector.html. Save that. Then I have this HTML, so I call it the title I'm going to give it a CSS selector. That is that. Now going to the body of this particular page, I'm going to indicate H1 tag, topic. I'm creating like as if I'm making a lesson note. Topic CSS selector. Now I have another H tag, H2. What is CSS selector, close the tag, then the paragraph what we have like this. Okay, CSS selector is used to select or point to the element you want to style. I'm closing the paragraph. Now if I want another paragraph again, P, close the tag. Say that a selector can be any HTML tag. Full stop. Okay, let's now see how this can be styled in our HTML. In our previous lesson, I told you that there is a way you can implement CSS. One, we showed us that we can use inline. Two, we can use internal. Three, we can use external. Now, if you want to use the internal style, or the inline, sorry, if you want to use the inline style now, I'm going to do something like this. If I say style, you start with the word style. Now, if I want this, let's say color, I want it to be red. That is the style for that. I separate it with a semicolon. Now I can say text align, then I say center, and then I save it, Ctrl S. Let us preview this page in a web browser. Right click on the page, open in web browser. You see that this is the output of the information. Now you have it like this. You said selector can be any HTML tag. So that is the part that I styled. The remaining one I did not style them. See that this is our H1, this is our H2, this is the first paragraph, this is the first paragraph, and this is the second paragraph. So these are the way you make use of a selector in inline selector. Now let us quickly go back to how you do that with internal selector. Well, with the internal selector, you are going to go within your head and say the style. You have it like that. You separate. You make sure that your CSS code come within the two tags, style and style. So you are going to like P, open curly brace. You have the same thing. We are going to implement the same thing. Color, we have it as red. Then okay, semicolon. Then we have text align. Text align, we say you want it to be center. Okay, now this is for this particular inline, for the inline style. Now this one is going to work for the whole of the page. That is, every part that we have a paragraph tag is going to be is going to implement it there. Right click on the tag and like this. You see, it has now implemented. It has not been implemented on the whole of the page. We have both the what is it called, the first paragraph and the second paragraph are now being affected. I zoomed out the page so that I can see. It's not as if I increased the size of the text. So that is this one is H1 tag, while the second one is H2 tag, while this is the first paragraph, that is this, and this the second paragraph. So if you are looking at it from the code, this is what we just did. This is the H1 tag, this is the H2 tag, and this is the first paragraph, while this is the second paragraph. So the first paragraph I did not use inline CSS, but the second one I use inline CSS. but the and at the top here, this is where I implement the internal CSS. Is that clear? All right, I think I've been able to show you how you make use of a selector in this particular lesson. So the another thing I would like to let you know is that in CSS there are different types of selectors. There are different types of what? Selectors. We have the simple selectors, we have the combinator selectors, we have the pseudo class selector, and the pseudo element selectors, and the last one is the attribute selector. The one we are looking at now is the simple selectors. Is that clear? The one we are looking at now is the what? The simple selector. And what is simple selector? A simple selector is select element based on name, their ID, and their class. It select element based on their name, the ID, and the class of the HTML tags, or that the element that you want to work or you want to style. So without with that, I think you should be able to understand that this is an HTML tag that has been selected. That this is a paragraph. That is the name of the element, and these are the properties. The color is the property. The red is the value of the property. The text here is the property. The center here is the value of the property. All right. We can also implement using another particular selector. We can say h1. With our h1, I want it to have this. That is, in this particular page called selector.html, every place I see h1, I want the font size to be 200%, and I want the color of the text to be maybe tomato, and I want the background color of the h1 tag to be violet. Save that. So let us quickly go and look at every place where we find that we have h1. Let's see what happens there. You see that the text is increased to 200%. The background color of the h1 tag has been reduced to, has been changed to violet, and the color of the text is red. The reason why you are having it look like orange is because the combination of both the red and the violet is that's the color mixing is displaying something close to like orange color. So that is another use of a selector. So that is when you are referring to name, that is the one we just did now. So it has another way you can use using the what ID and the class. The ID is they are represented using the hashtag, while the class they are represented using the dot operator. So let us quickly look at something that we can make use of ID. Let's take for instance here in this h2 tag, if I say ID is equal to pattern, if I say the ID is equal to pattern. Now if I should go, one very important thing that you should know about ID is that ID can be used specifically on a particular tag, while class can be used many times in different tags, in different elements. ID is a unique way, a unique CSS style that you can use to implement, that you can implement on your work. But when you are using class can be used as many times on a page. All right, let us quickly go. Now you have ID is equal to pattern here. So now if I want to program that, or if I want to code that now, say dot pattern, open quote, close quote. Now if I have this as that now, if I say color open brackets, colon, and I said powder blue. Some of you may be wondering where are these color coming from. Yes, they are conventional color names that you use in CSS or in HTML programming. Color, text align. I say center too. I want it to be centralized. Save it. Now going back to, okay, let me just right click. Now this is expected to change or style this particular element here, h2. So let me make it also in a way that it will be identified as well. So let me change the background color. Let me say green. Okay, now let's right click on the page, open in browser. Okay, h2. Okay, we are expecting it to have effect on the ID. Oh, sorry, I used a class instead of ID. The class starts with ID starts with the hashtag. While I use the dot instead of the hashtag. So Ctrl S. Let us go back again to our page. Ctrl R. You see that? So that has been effected. So we have what is CSS in powder blue color, and the text is centralized, and the background is green. So this is where we call it a day. So if you have any question, you can send to the WhatsApp group and let me know your view about this CSS selector that we just treated. Thank you.